I figured the best way to start off these tutorials is by doing a tutorial that teaches you guys, especially the readers out there who are very style challenged. I've gotten quite a few tweets and emails, etc., from people who have said that, you know, I love your styles and your videos and everything, but I still don't know how to do a flat twist, or what do you mean when you say XYZ? So I figured basically to explain it very simply, my 30 days 30 updos challenge was very challenging which was awesome and everything, and most of the styles that I rocked for that month were completely new styles. I got quite a few of them from other natural hair bloggers and vloggers out there, and some of them I just made up. But I figured a lot of the videos will be explaining things as if you already know what I'm talking about. So please carry on watching this video, because I'm going to explain to you and show you exactly how I do a flat twist, a loose twist puff, I call it, and I think the other one is a roll, tuck, and pin, or otherwise known as twist up. So basically what I did with my 30 days 30 updos challenge is I remixed using a lot of these different techniques. That's why I'm saying if you watch this video first, it'll set you up to watch the rest of the tutorials. Okay, so here we go. So as usual, with all of my 30 days 30 updo tutorials, I'm gonna start off with hair that's been stretched. This actually isn't as stretched as my afro can go. I've just sort of given it a bit of a break from the challenge, and so it's quite shrunken still. That's what I'm rocking the next day or two. But just to give you a quick sort of indication, I'm not sure if you can see against my skin, but my hair reaches up to here. So that's basically what, like shoulder length basically. So it's kind of uniform throughout. I'm not sure if you could see that. That's how long my hair is when it's fully sort of pulled out and stretched. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to start to show you is how to do a flat twist. Actually no, I'm going to teach you how to do a normal twist first, just in case you're not so sure. Okay, so just part your hair. I'm just going to show you like a big one so you can actually see it properly. So I take a section of my hair. So when I tell you that I slipped and twist, this is what I mean. I basically just part my hair into two strands, and then I literally just twist them around each other. Okay, so it's up to you how big or how small you want the twist. For some of my readers, they've also seemed to have struggled to do this with their hair. And they keep asking me what products I use. I don't apply any product when I do a twist like this, because if I do, which I had been doing for the past year and a half, I used to put some gel and some spritz or shea butter, and it would just not ravel. So one day, literally accidentally, I just sort of like, while I don't know, watching TV or something along those lines, I just started doing this, and for the first time my twist stayed. So if you see that your hair is similar to mine, maybe you can give this a go and just twist your hair without putting any products on it directly before, obviously. Okay, so I basically twist my hair while it's still dry. So like I said, you can make these as big or as small as you want. For more curl definition, make them a bit smaller. That's what I usually do if I want that sort of like wavy kind of look in the front. You'll see that in quite a few of my updos. Okay, so this is just a normal twist. Some people call this a two-strand twist. I'll probably just refer to it as a twist. Okay. Okay, so part your hair. I'm gonna do a sort of nothing too chunky and nothing too tiny either, because I want you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so I just part my hair. You can use your fingers, it doesn't matter. Okay, so depending on how my hair is, then I'll probably use a bit of my Afro Botanics hair fertilizer. Use whatever hair food or cream or whatever that you use, but I just put a bit on my fingers to just put onto the sort of beginning part just to help it get a bit more of a flatter look. Okay, so now you've got this line. Start off by sectioning a bit of your hair in the front. You're almost doing a sort of what's its name, other lines. You're kind of creating a right angle with the partition. Okay, so take that section, separate it into two parts, and then twist these around each other. Okay, so now that they're twisted around each other, I'm right-handed, so it might work a bit different for you left-handers, but just have a look. So now I've got these two parts. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna section off another part of the hair from the rest of the sort of shaft. And I'm going to add it to one of the strands. And then I'm gonna twist over. I'm gonna do the same thing, section a bit of the hair, add it to this twist, or strand rather, sorry, and then twist it around. Okay, I'm gonna show you one more time. So this is the twist, this is the rest of the hair. I'm gonna grab another piece from the rest of the hair and add it to my twist. Twist it around. Keep doing that. So now you're basically adding hair to one of the strands and twisting it around. Just continue doing that until you reach the end, or if you decide that you're only having half, then just end where you need to end. Okay, so this is basically how a flat twist will look like, depending on how big or thick you want it to be. So what I'm going to also show you is something that I just recently started doing. Because my hair is the texture it is, sometimes I want it to look a bit smoother. So what I do is, this is another way of doing a flat twist. So I don't know how you call it officially in the natural hair world. I kind of refer to this as double flat twisting. Okay, so start off with the same way. Part a bit of your hair, like so. Create two strands, like before. And then twist them around each other, not once, but twice. Or if you want, sometimes I do it even 3 times in the beginning. And then I carry on. I grab a bit of hair, add it to the strand, twist. Add a bit of hair, add it to the strand, and then twist twice. This just sort of creates a bit more of a smoother, I don't want to say neater, but smoother kind of style. So add to hair, twist, add to strand, twist twice. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. So you've got your strands. You grab a bit of hair, add it to one of the strands, twist it over, add another bit of hair, twist it over twice. Okay, so this is how it looks, and so sometimes if I refer to it as double twisting or maybe triple flat twisting, that's what I mean. And it just sort of stays in your hair a bit tighter and also gives you a sort of smoother kind of finish. Take a section of your hair and it doesn't matter if you create a rectangle or a line or whatever it is, but just some kind of, what I usually do is just sort of like have like a bit of a square kind of thing. So I've got a bit of hair here. So now what I do is I stretch it out. Usually my hair is a bit more stretched than this, and it helps when you've got a bit more length to your hair in order to do this stuff. So what I do is I separate the hair into 2 parts, but only at the end. Okay, so I haven't just like drawn a line here. This is really important because it gives you that sort of loose, puffy kind of look. So doing this, I just twist literally just the ends. Okay, twist them around each other. Twist. Okay, until you get to a point. And then what I do, so now I have this like sort of like puffy kind of thing here. And then, but this twist keeps the hair in place. Then what I do, depending on what direction I want, I tuck it in. Okay? And then I take bobby pin and secure where the twist ended and where it's tucked in. Okay, so you can see now I've got like a puffy thing going on there. The more hair you have, the longer hair you have, the bigger the puff is going to look like. So the last thing I'm going to show you is how I do a twist up. That's my name for it. But I've sort of found out a few weeks ago that a lot of natural hair bloggers are actually referring to this as a roll, pin, and tuck, or roll, tuck, and pin, one of the two. So if I use that term, or if you see someone else using that term and saying, but Aisha calls it twist up, it's the same thing. So again, you just part your hair, and it really depends on how big you want to do it. Okay, so I've parted my hair. Depending on how resistant your hair is, for example, some of my updos I was able to do a big chunky roll and tuck, but I'm just going to show you on this little hair right now. So what you do is, after you've parted your hair, you can use something to keep your hair sort of pushed aside if you need to. So now I'm just gonna basically grab my hair at the base like this, and I'm going to sort of twist it like that, and then gather more hair and twist it upwards. Okay, so then I tuck it in, grab more hair and twist. I tuck it in, grab more hair and twist. Okay, so once you're done with that, you can either use a bobby pin to sort of like secure it here, especially if you have shorter hair. So let me just show you quickly. Just to help it stay in place. And then at the bottom, depending on the style that you're going to do, you can either just continue twisting and sort of find a creative way to tuck it in, or add it to something, whatever it is you're gonna do. Okay guys, that's it. That was basically the basics 101 on how to follow my updo tutorials. Hope that it was quite simple to explain, and now you are free to mix and match all sorts of things like I did.